Damn, that's a good idea. Lionel Richie, top 10 albums in 1971. I want to get into this.
The next day.
Hey, how you doing? Zach Labatt here. All right, I was watching Lionel Richie on my phone, and yeah, I'm going to do the honorable mentions before I get to my top 10, and it's my top 10, not your top 10, my top 10. So you like it, cool. You don't like it, I don't care. Wait a moment, let's put on the light. Yeah, that really helped out a lot. All right, starting off here, here's an album I got. Oh, and by the way, I don't have Led Zeppelin 4, I don't have a copy of Fireball, and I don't have a copy of Foghat, first album. All right, Caravan. This is a prog band, The Land of Grey and Pink, and I haven't got into this as much as I wanted to. It's a great album, it's nothing bad, I just, haven't got into it. All right, here's a great album I did get into, but I decided to go with something else, and not to get two of the same band. And yes, the dreaded Thumb. And I saw Dave, the Pickup Artist, have that. Here's another album of Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I actually picked this up, this was one of my first records this time around, and 2016. I picked it up when I had a little Crossley thing. Yeah, don't buy those. Fleetwood Mac, because they're heavily influenced by a band that is in my top 10. Well, at least Danny Kirkwood was. Grand Funk, E Pluribus Funk. I was going to put this in my top 10, but I decided not to toward that. And it says 1972 for some reason, but we know it came out in 71. Here's a record I listened to last night when I was just listening to a bunch of albums. Steve Miller, Rock Love, and it was basically Steve Miller live with Ross Valerie from Journey on here. He played with Steve Miller on this album, and it wasn't bad. Yes, I know you're gonna go, why is this not on the top 10? Well, I'm gonna tell you, I love Alvin Lee, but the only thing I remember on here is I Love to Change the World. I don't really remember the other songs. I will have to play it some more. Maybe eventually it'll be in my top 10, maybe my top 20. And then Salisbury, really good songs on here, great songs actually, but yeah, didn't make the top 10. And I know people are good, but yeah, didn't make the top 10. Sorry. I'm going to sleeve this afterwards. You don't need to see me sleeve my records. Anyway, let's go on. Oh, and one more that people are going to go, where, is Rolling Stones, Sticky Finger. Great album, but didn't make the top 10. All right, what did make the top 10? Or top 11, actually. In 11 and 10 spot, I put two records by Grunt. You're going to say, what the hell is Grunt? Grunt was the label done by Jefferson Airplane when they was just breaking up. Bart was on there. This was this was number 2, Sunfighter, which my parents bought for me a long time ago on 8-track, and I was like, it's heavy music. And then I recently got into this, and I love this album. Papa John Creech, really great violinist who does a folk violin, man. Yeah, and I enjoy those two albums, man. Okay, starting at number 9, after those were the two 10 spots. You'll see what I'm doing when I do it. Tarkus, yeah. This came at number 9. Not that I didn't like this one, but I just haven't spent as much time with Tarkus as I spent with other albums. Okay. Genesis, Nursery Crime. Me and some friends back in '84 were really high, and we really were smoking a lot of weed. And we ran out of beer. They had about 3-4 cases of beer, and they all were empty. So I drank like a half pint of whiskey, and they said, well, you better take your ass down to the liquor store and get some whiskey, man. And yeah, I love, I'm a sucker for Peter Gabriel, man. Oh, and of course, the Charisma label here, yeah. Here's one that's going to take people for a loop, because I was listening to that Steve Miller, and there was one live thing that sounded like this album. There's a song. I think it's Fast This. And I was like, hey man, that was from 71, why don't you get this album? And I grew up with this around 83, 84, I got into this album. When I got more into music, because my dad died, and then I could get all these records that my dad would have been, what are you, crazy? Stop spending money. Okay, number 6, here we go, Budgie, with Budgie. You got Guts, you got New Disintegrated Parachutist Woman, you got Crash Course in Brain Surgery, you got Rapes of the Alive, you got Homicidal, Suicidal. Yeah, great album, man. And I wish I had it on album. Okay, top 5. Yep, I'm still on that. All right, Uriah Heep, look at yourself. I put the other one, but I probably will play this after I finish doing this list, because I'm trying to beat this up. Number 4. Pink Floyd. I got into this album in 1985. This old guy, this is metal, and this one guy I used to hang out with told me how he did acid with this stuff. And I didn't do acid with him because I didn't do acid back then, Not until I got to my 30s and my mom was gone. All right. Well, I figure I'm alone. I could do whatever the hell I want. Number 2, Alice Cooper, Killers. Now I love it to death, but this one, for some reason, I was like looking at Dr. Fuck and I just knew all the songs, man. And it's just a classic that keeps on keeping on. Getting to number 2, Jethro Tull, Aqualung. I love Aqualung. I think Aqualung is a great album. It was one of the 2 albums I listened to in 1985. You know the story. I was really stoned. I didn't get laid. And I went to listen to music. And yep, Jethro Tull became my second biggest fan. And now, number 1. Okay, there's no surprises here. Look at the name of my channel. That's right, Black Sabbath, Mast of Reality. I heard Sweet Leaf and I was hooked. Then you had After Forever, which I thought was great. And then and Lord of this World. The whole album is ass-kicking. And, you know, Solitude you could take or leave, but I think it's one of the best ballads they did, man. And Into the Void is one of the best songs ever. I challenge you to tell me different. All right. Well, that's about it. I'll talk to you when I talk to you, folks. Later. Bye.